Now, I want to talk about the black conscious community right now and the fact that there is no black community. If you look up community in a dictionary, it says a group of people who live near each other and share the same characteristics. That's not the case, man. Like, so many black people are, yeah, so many black people are on different stages and different opinions of certain things. You got, you know, blacks that think swirling is okay for men because the woman is being submissive, but they don't think it's okay for women to do it. Black women to swirl with white men because it makes them become submissive to white men. You got that. Then you got people who think that if you're with someone of another race, you're not, deemed to be part of the down with the cause. First of all, what the fuck is the cause? Because it seems like to me the cause is a bunch of bickering and fighting back and forth. That's all I see black conscious motherfuckers doing. Um, you know, uh, I don't want to, I'm not even, because I see what the Facebook game is. They don't say people's name like that. So I'm not going to say who, but, we got a certain individual who is beefing with another individual. And at one point they was cool. And you got them chicks on that Nubian network fighting and bickering and shit. And Boyce Watkins can fuck it. I'll just say their names. Boyce Watkins can't be trusted, and our big boy king Conscious, the Con, C-O-N, Umar Johnson, that's big time. And he, you know what? He's actually being divisive in the black community because he's got people that are his supporters or his dummies, his cronies. They support him, and he ain't done a goddamn thing for them. They just don't want to look stupid because, hey, look, don't nobody got to know you donated, man. Even if you out here making videos and you donated, don't nobody got to know that if you don't want them to know that. But here it is. I've said it. People get scammed out of money all the time. I'm not saying that there wasn't no need for what the brother wants to do, but if you've got any common sense about anything, you know that what he was proposing was not going to happen. It's like, how you going to go to the same white zaddy that you've been talking about and ask him to do anything for you? Because it's got to be approved by him. He's got the final say on any of that shit that goes down. So if you've come out your mouth and saying you don't want no white people working there, no gay people and all that, anybody with common sense knows that you cannot say that and expect to carry that shit out. I know people aren't even in education that knew that that nigga wasn't gonna open up no school. And the sad part about it is, this just caters to the dysfunction in the black community. We got niggas out here conning single mothers with the same bag of bullshit tricks, going around filming his dusty ass in this empty school and claiming that he bought it. And that was what, a month ago? That nigga hasn't done a fucking thing to clean that shit up. There is no black community. The black community is about who's fighting now and who's beefing over some dumb shit. Like Tommy had the girls on his show not too long ago, they bitching back and forth. Nothing gets accomplished when two women want to talk. Nothing. They don't do nothing but holler. That was like the biggest 2 hours of nothing that I didn't watch. I'm like, you know what? I can't even watch a lot of these pro-black motherfuckers anymore because they seem to cause more divisiveness than they do calm and peaceful. I don't know no black YouTuber that's calm and peaceful. And you know what? When you got people like Cynthia G being a hypocrite, getting pregnant by the same dude she despises, and she still has followers, that is a testament to the dysfunction right there. Because once I found out Phil from the Advice Show was a phony, I stopped watching that nigga. Not because his wife was white, because he was bullshitting, talking about how swirling ain't the way to go. And also, I didn't like the fact how he was trying to bully people into donating. You ain't talking to me when you tell me what you doing for me and I need to donate to you to keep. What the fuck I need to donate to anybody for? Y'all ain't doing shit for me. I'm already smart enough to avoid Umar Johnson and his fucking games and his bullshit. Yeah, I want to hear the brother talk. That's all he does is talk. He talked a good game, but it wasn't good enough to where I believe what that nigga was gonna actually do. Stop fucking with him. But I see the need for it. But here it is. Here's another thing to think about too. Do you think a black family whose kids are already in private school are going to take their kids out of a private school that's going to have your kid on the track to go into an Ivy League school when he graduates? You know, there are some private schools that when a kid graduates from them, he's got an Ivy League school waiting to give him a scholarship. Those kids will not be coming to Umar Johnson School. You're only going to get a bunch of dysfunction. You're only going to get students who are failing in the public schools because the public school may or may not be failing them. But you're definitely going to get kids who have parents who have failed them. That's why it's not worth my time. It's just not worth it. Because I've said it earlier. I don't have an at-risk son. I don't have a son. I don't have any at-risk children. So I'm only there to try to make things better for kids who aren't haves. Like I told you, man, I grew up a have. I told you that a million times. I'm still a have. I would like to be able to, influence kids who aren't haves to be better, but I can't take on the responsibility of making them a have. Like a lot of the reason why I did well in school was because I was a have. I've told you the story about how I had to go to my room and couldn't use anything operated by a battery or anything that took electricity. So that means I had to use imagination and explore some shit. It's called discovery. I wasn't no great student. I didn't apply myself at all. But I still had the wherewithal, the intelligence to kind of fake my way through high school. I graduated high school, didn't even open a book. I didn't even study for a test. I didn't do any of that. My books would sit right by the front door and I'd play Nintendo or something. But I know I wasn't studying like that. Not to say that I was an exemplary student either. I didn't graduate. I graduated in the bottom, at the top. They had it in quadrants. There was 4 quadrants, and I graduated at the top of the 3rd quadrant. So I wasn't no good student, but still, the fact that I had learning tools at home and I had intelligent parents who taught me things intellectually. Just if you got real quality parents, they teach you shit without you even know you're being taught, man. But yeah, getting back on it. Umar Johnson is the reason why the black community is not a community, because we're fighting over whether or not this nigga's a fraud, and anybody with some common sense knows he's a fraud. I mean, what's it gonna take? Okay, I've already heard he's a black man. You trying to get in the way of a black man's progress? What progress? What do you see? What do you see? Like, really? This is how I know 2 out of 3 blacks just ain't gonna make it. And that's why I don't even want to associate with a lot of you motherfuckers. Because the Umar Johnson supporters, fuck them. The Cynthia G supporters, fuck them too. They're a bunch of stupid ass, dumb ass, ghetto ass niggers. That's what they are. Call me a coon all day, but I won't fall for no con shit.